Do burglars really avoid houses with dogs? My grandma had this ancient blind chihuahua named Princess, who looked like she couldn't hurt a fly. What most people didn't know was that Princess had this weird habit of sitting completely still and silent whenever she heard an unfamiliar sound. No barking, no movement, just listening. One night while Grandma was at her weekly bingo game, someone decided our quiet neighborhood was perfect for a little breaking and entering. The guy probably thought he hit the jackpot when he saw this sweet old lady's house with what looked like the world's most useless guard dog snoozing on the windowsill. He jimmied the back door and crept inside, probably congratulating himself on finding such an easy target. Princess watched him from her bed in the corner, completely motionless, as he started going through Grandma's jewelry box and stuffing her late husband's war medals into a bag. Then Princess waited until he was in the middle of the living room, arms full of stolen goods, before she made her move. She started making this deep, almost mechanical grinding sound, like a broken garbage disposal mixed with a chainsaw. The burglar froze in the dark, trying to figure out what the hell was making that noise. He couldn't see that Princess was literally the size of a coffee mug. The sound got louder and more demonic. Then Princess launched herself off her bed and started ricocheting off the walls like a furry pinball from hell, shrieking like she was possessed by the devil himself. Picture a 5-pound cotton ball moving at the speed of light, bouncing off furniture, walls, and anything else in her path while making sounds that would make a horror movie director jealous. The guy completely lost his mind. He couldn't see what was attacking him in the dark, just heard this unholy screeching getting closer and closer. He started swinging blindly at the air, dropped everything he'd stolen, and ran straight into Grandma's collection of antique mirrors, shattering 3 of them and cutting himself up pretty good. But Princess wasn't done. She somehow cornered him in the hallway, still making that demonic grinding noise, and the guy just collapsed on the floor in a fetal position, crying and begging for mercy from what he was convinced was some kind of supernatural creature. That's exactly how the police found him 20 minutes later when the neighbors called about the noise. A grown man curled up on the floor with mirror cuts, wet pants, sobbing, "Please make it stop," while a 5-pound blind chihuahua sat 3 feet away, calmly licking her paws like nothing had happened. When they asked him what happened, he kept insisting there was a demon in the house. The officers couldn't stop laughing when they saw footage of Princess, who had gone back to looking like a harmless stuffed animal. The best part? When Grandma got home and heard the story, she just shrugged and said, "Oh yeah, Princess does that sometimes. I probably should have warned you she doesn't like strangers." The guy is probably still having nightmares in jail. Princess got extra treats and a new squeaky toy.